Whoops. Wait, I gotta do this different way. Hold on. Struggling. Okay, let me see. Let me do this. There is a minor delay here. Okay. I'm looking this way because I'm watching the live through my iPad to make sure that you can see what I'm doing. It's all correct. Let me try moving it this way. I got a new tripod, so bear with me as I try to figure out the best setup. Cause like I don't wanna be showing you guys all the nonsense. What if I did this? That make it better? Also, I don't know if the chat works, guys. I'm sorry. I think it does, because the last time I tried to do this, the chat didn't work because I put this as safe for kids. So hopefully now that that setting's gone, we're good to go. But, let me try pulling this, whoops. Let me try pulling this up on my laptop. That, because my iPad isn't actually signed in. So I literally have no idea if the chat is even working. But I'm signed in on my YouTube, so... Or on my laptop, I'm signed in on YouTube, so I think we'd be good that way. I'm sorry it's just taking a minute to get started. I'm still new to this. Interesting. Oh, wait. I need to do this. Okay. Alright, well, we shall see. Oh, hello, whoever just said hola. Oh, I'm starting to see the chat. That means that it's working. Haha. Okay, it's working. Okay, I'm just gonna get into it. Please share the stream with people if you think that sketchbooks and yapping would... Why am I getting EXP for chatting? I don't know. I'm sorry. Why do I use... I don't know what you use EXP for. I don't know what EXP stands for. But yeah. Is this okay? Should I get lower? Like, maybe that's okay. I'll just move this over. Oh, experience. Oh, I'm stupid. I should know that. I'm a freaking college grad. I'm sorry. Alright, well, okay. We're gonna get into the sketchbook tour. And yeah, we'll see. Okay, so this is one of 3 that I've done. As you can see, I started this in April in 2025, but I took a huge break because of college, and so um yeah, it's obviously still not done, and I'm trying to get it done before April, so I have not spent a whole year on this because I've already completed 2 other ones, so we shall see. Um, so yeah, just going to get yapping. I got these stickers somewhere from Temu. I have no idea, or maybe it wasn't Temu. I think it was Temu, but I really like them because they're kind of like washi tape texture, and they're just very like aesthetic. Like, they're very pretty, and I like to use them for inspiration whenever I need something. They remind me of some of my characters, which will be in the sketchbook. Of course, you got Mercedes and a little butterfly just because I wanted something on the front page. Someone is saying hi, and I'm really sorry because I don't know how to say your name, but hello. So you're gonna see that my art kind of progresses as time goes by. Because again, this started in April last year, and there's definitely been a lot of development. There's also these drawings thrown throughout the sketchbook. These are more new. These were made maybe like a month or so ago, as you can see in December. So we got a sable antelope and an elephant. I did a very short-lived series where I did like drawing my followers' favorite characters, or not characters, favorite animals, to get me out of my comfort zone and to just give something that somebody would like. And so I drew people's favorite animals. It's very short-lived though. It did not last very long, just because even though I didn't get tired of it, I had other stuff going on, like graduation from college and all that. So that's why I didn't pursue to continue it. But yeah. And then April, this is one of the first drawings that I did. I think for actually the entire month of April, this is one of the first ones. It was some sort of art challenge, if I can remember correctly. So it's like one of those ones where you have on your phone and you have to pause it, and then that whatever you paused on. Can you draw my dog? He's my favorite animal. I don't know what your dog looks like, but if I did, yes, I would draw your dog. I'm sorry. um, uh, but yeah, this is like one of the pause challenges, I think it is. So yeah, this is what I ended up with. Maribel, I believe the name was. I kind of like the character because of, like, specifically, this is probably my favorite part of the drawing. I think it's kind of stupid she has, you know, butterfly wings, and the outfit doesn't make sense at all. But she is pretty cute character, and if I were to revive her, I probably would. I would just need to revamp her entire design. But one thing I do like is her really long hair. Just because it's very wavy. It reminds me a lot of water, honestly, besides the fact that it's blue. I don't know why. This is a whole bunch of jumbled mess. During April and May, I was big into Among Us, so you're going to find some Among Us beans, which I absolutely love. This is inspired from Pinterest. Also, the reason why it's kind of, I'm not going to pull out this card because my character Onyx, even though I absolutely love him, and you will see more art of him most likely, he's a bit scandalous. Not scandalous, that's the wrong word. Don't revamp her design, just revamp her fit. Yeah, I probably should revamp her fit. Maybe she is okay. Maybe I just also need to revamp her wings. But, yeah, I started getting kind of messy because I see all these aesthetic sketchbooks, and I wanted to kind of do that, but it didn't work. Again, I'm not going to pull this out just because of his pose. It's not very good. But, in my sketchbook that I had last, let me pull this out. I kind of did this thing. Wait a second. Make sure there's no personal information. I kind of did this thing where it was a ton of paper and a design and then stickers, and I tried to be aesthetically pleasing, and that's definitely a goal I've tried to do with this sketchbook, which I think maybe comes later. Um, but this is just some random stuff. So I have Onyx in here. He's on he's on this playing card. And so I'm gonna put him back. But yeah, that's supposed to be Onyx, and then I have a little bean. Then I have my character, Aaron, who's my baby. I love my character, Aaron. And then I have Bronx. He's like my little wolf character. And there's some random stickers that I got from like Hobby Lobby or whatnot. These two drawings specifically were drawn when I was in college, because when I'm like learning things, I can't learn and not have anything to do. So usually I doodle in class. I drove a couple of my professors insane, but you know, it is what it is. And then I did, I did kind of like anatomy studies, not anatomy too, but it was kind of just like posture studies. I just picked random poses on Pinterest and tried to draw them, and specifically use pen, like one of these 4-colored pens, so that way I wasn't, you know, trying to erase or anything. I was learning to be confident in my lines, because that's something I wanted to do in 2025, was become more confident in my lines. I think I achieved that though, very well. I'll show you some of the last art that I did just recently, but throughout the sketchbook you're going to see the progress I did. One of the last classes I took in college was an art class. I learned nothing in this class because I already knew. The red one has good muscle anatomy. The bicep is well done. Oh, thank you. Yes, I like the red one, kind of. It's very scratchy because I messed up. As you can see, compared to the black one, this is much more confident lines, but the red is very scratchy because I messed up a lot. But in art class, we had to draw textures and learn about different mediums that people use. And this is probably the only art from the art class that I am proud of, even though it's this itty bitty thing and the class was an entire semester long. It was honestly just a waste of time and I did not like it at all. I drew so many things and I just didn't like them. It was so bad. But these were like the 3 that I was most interested in, which is why I put them in my sketchbook. It was the texture, definition, and pattern. The pattern, literally the rest of my class literally just did like tic-tac-toes and everything else, and I did the most complicated one out of the entire class, and it was this. But yeah, at least I learned something, I guess. Not really. Again, I just really like this drawing. This one's probably my favorite. I want to like redo this on a larger piece of paper, but we'll probably do that at some point. And then I watched a few episodes of Arcane and slowly realized that this is not the show for me, but I had this thought. What if Tinkerbell, who was one of my favorite characters growing up as a little kid, what if she became kind of like crazy like Jinx? So I blended both the characters together. I don't know if it is like obvious, but this is just how I think she would be. Again, I was trying to be more confident in my lines and just getting better at postures, especially full body, because I tend to shy away from doing full bodies. That's something that I'm trying to fix this year. Try to stop drawing so much bust and just headshots, because I usually just do this, but I wanted to do a full body, and I think I did the proportions okay. But yeah, moving on. Okay, this is where I started thinking that maybe this is hopeless and I can't do anything aesthetic. It was honestly so bad. This is a character that does no longer exist. I tried. This is really bad. His name is Daesun, and he has a little dragon, and I spent way too long on this drawing only to figure out that I absolutely hate this character so much. I don't know why I don't like him. Maybe it's because he just looks very muddy with all the colors. But yeah, I do not like him at all. I did use some of those same washi stickers that I had in the beginning of this cover. And so, yeah, I drew him. Yeah, I have nothing else to say about him. I just really do not like him. Let me know if somebody wants to adopt him. You can have him. Just give me credit for being the creator of this monstrosity. These are also other doodles that I did during college. everybody was a little bit confused why I kept drawing an elf, and it's just because they didn't know that that was my persona. Also, do you like my Tim Burton pants? I absolutely love these pants. I'm realizing that you can probably now see them. That's not embarrassing. I don't know how to like lower the phone enough so you guys can only see the sketchbook. Let me try doing this. Wait, I'm gonna see if that works. Like, please tell me somebody that's working. Is this getting better? Is it still bad? Can you still see my Tim Burton pants? I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm having fun, though. I think that's what matters. Having fun, showing you guys my art. That's what matters. Zoom out a bit more. Oh, yeah, sorry. Hold on. I got a new tripod, so that's also why I wanted to do the live. I wanted to try the tripod I have. Why does it look like it's angled? Oh, maybe it's because the paper's not flat. Okay, are we good? Is this okay? Fire. Okay, cool. Anyways, yeah. So everybody was kind of not concerned. They were curious why I was drawing Mercedes a whole bunch, and they didn't know who she was, but I started drawing more Onyx. This is more when he became one of my characters. So this is the first drawing in the sketchbook of Onyx. Unfortunately, I don't have the date, so I have no idea when he was actually created, but this is the very first rough draft of what Onyx looks like on paper. Again, I'm using ink because I wanted to start being more confident in my lines. Kind of did it backwards, but, you know, usually when you're confident with your lines, doing just lines, not tons of shading, whatever, but it is what it is. Moving on. This is my character, West Wing, who I absolutely love. Okay, I know I said Aaron's my baby, but this is my baby. This is my favorite character of all time. This is a newer drawing that I did, so this is not exactly, like, new, but it's not also old. But I wanted something to, just fill in this empty space because it was really boring. I had to throw away the paper because the paper that had this drawing originally got messed up because of water, and I was only able to save this, thank God, because I love this drawing. I had somebody tell me that this is what they actually imagined West Wing to look like in real life, because this is very close. So yeah, there's an eye, and then doodles. I draw this. Let me just back up a little bit. This is Marvin the mushroom guy. He is someone who stuck around for quite a while. I don't know why I draw him. So stupid, but, you know, I just do. This is a cat that I draw a lot. She doesn't have a name, unfortunately. I still need to think of a name for her, but I draw her a lot. I put away all the other drawings I had on my wall today that I had of her, but she is nameless right now, unfortunately. At this time I had also gotten, they're kind of like shiny. I don't know if you can tell, like, this is a shiny Sharpie marker that I tried. I tried a couple other drawings. This is also like me being confident in my markers. Not markers. This is me being confident in my lines. So I used, by the way, if you want a really, really good pen from the Dollar Tree, get yourself one of these because this is what I use. It's an R2 precision pen, 0.5 millimeter, and it is so good. And I got two of these for $125, and that is what I use for a majority of this, like half of the book. I used it for all of these. It's a very nice pen. But yeah, I was trying to get more confident in my lines. A lot of people really like this guy whenever I show them my sketchbook, and they really like my little bean character because, again, I was very interested in Among Us for a little while. I did a little crow, and then my OC Aaron. I absolutely hate these these little doodles of him in my sketchbook. This one just mainly because his face looks like really creepy. I mean, like, does that look cute, guys? I don't think so. I think he looks kind of scary. I think he looks demented. He's got problems. This is also West Wing. Again, using the same pen. This entire page was me trying to be confident in my lines. There's no pencil use whatsoever. So yeah, this was a drawing of West Wing, and this is some random guy I saw on Pinterest. He was doing some some weird pose. I tried doing a mechanical hand. There's somebody on YouTube who does like mechanical heart fidget toys or like a mechanical hand, and I saw that on my YouTube feed, and so I wanted to do that. Um, Unfortunately, I don't think it looks very much like a robotic thing, but you know, I had fun drawing it and doing you know, hatching for shading and whatnot. And of course, I'm an artist, so I have to draw an eye somewhere. You're gonna see a lot of eyes. The dragon looks really good. Thank you. Yeah, I love my dragon. Oh, I skipped a page. I didn't even realize. Okay. Okay, let me give you the story to this, okay? Um, these... Okay, how do I explain this? Where do I even start? My class was canceled, okay? And I had to stay at college for a while waiting for my ride, and I coincidentally had markers in my backpack, right? Um, And so I was just like, okay, well, I need to get some concept down because a lot of people, one of the things that a lot of directors will do in movies is that you want to have a good silhouette. So I wanted to start doing that with my characters. And to make a silhouette, I want to be confident with it. So I use marker to make those confident lines. And then I went over it with a pen to start fine tuning the details and, wow, I'm struggling with words, guys. Oh my gosh, what is the words I'm looking for? Um, I used a pen to make the details. So basically, gave myself a shadow and did whatever details came to mind. So this is kind of like a D&D character, if I would imagine. This is like a little sheriff girl. This is some samurai elf, and this is some chunky potato samurai lord. I don't know. But I used Ohuhu markers. I just wrote what they were up top. And so, yeah, this was a good exercise. Unfortunately, I didn't pursue doing this exercise anymore, but, you know, it is what it is. This was another drawing that I did using that same pen. This is just some random Joe Schmo. He has no name. It's just me practicing with shading and using that pen. It looks very messy because I didn't actually stick to one technique. I went through a couple techniques, but you know, it is what it is. I think it's okay, but it could be better if I knew what I was doing when I started doing this drawing. This was an app. Okay, everybody has that page in their sketchbook that they cannot stand, and this is one of mine. I had a sticker that said Grace, and I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna make a character named Grace. And originally, she was gonna be a dragon. I don't know if you can see in the mess, but there is actually a dragon here. And I ended up using stamps and stickers to cover that up and tried to draw a person instead and make it better. But that didn't work, and so now I'm left with this mess, and I can't get rid of it because it's stuck in my sketchbook. The stamps kind of helped, I think. Like, this is probably like the best part of the page, but yeah, it's just an absolute mess. It's not very great. I do not like this page at all. Like, Daesun, I do not like Daesun, but I do not like this either. This is really bad. I don't like it. This is my most random page. I had stencils for these little guys, and I wanted to draw them. And so I used stencils and I colored them in and I cut them out and put them all over my sketchbook. And the reason why you're gonna see, I love her hair. Oh, thank you. I guess her hair is long, but you know, it is what it is. I have better female characters with better hair, I promise. This looks like a rat nest compared to the other characters with the long hair I do, so don't worry. Yeah, so there was a stencil, and so I would just, you know, put it on there. And the reason why I put these pictures all throughout, like here, there's one, this is covered in stuff, there's stuff on the back of this, is because my Ohuhu markers, they bleed through this paper, and so I'm trying to, like, hide the worst of it. And so this is a way I could try to hide the worst of it. And then these are really, really old stickers that I made myself. Do you have any tips on how to find my art style? Honestly, you're gonna see through the sketchbook that I've tried so many styles, and you just need to find like what best suits you. What do you find yourself most comfortable drawing, and then just mix it with a ton of other stuff that you like. So like if you like Demon Slayer and you like Dragon Ball Z, but you like how the eyes are in Dragon Ball Z, but you like how the hair is in Demon Slayer, try to draw that and learn from it and then build your style off of that. So find the like fundamentals from other styles that you're inspired by and then make it your own. That's the best way you can find your art style. Like find an art style that you're the most comfortable with. Like don't force yourself to try to like become a printer and copy paste other people's art. Just find what you enjoy. And that doesn't have to be like the anime that I draw. It can be literally any doodle or realism, whatever you want. Because like here, for example, I tried to get into anime for these little stickers, and I thought anime wasn't for me up until maybe a year of not giving up and trying different, anime styles that I found attractive, like watching Voltron, Legendary Defender on Netflix. That's like really revamped my desire to have a more anime style for my drawings. So really just finding what you are inspired by and making it your own. I hope that answered your question, Anime Lover 2461. Moving on from my little characters. Oh, I guess I can introduce you to who they are. So here's Aaron, and Seth, West Wing, and Hunter. These are the original crew of characters I had, like Generation 1, let's say. The only thing is that West Wing, Aaron, and Hunter are really the only surviving ones because I don't like this guy anymore. He just doesn't exist. We're going to pretend that he doesn't exist because he's kind of ugly and I don't like him anymore. Even though I tried to revamp him last year, it just didn't work. This is a absolute horrible drawing of my character West Wing. I don't know why his face looks so weird, but it's not supposed to look like that. I promise you. If I can look here, maybe I can find a better picture of what he looks like. I'm trying to think, maybe I even have a picture of him on my wall, but I don't think I do. He doesn't look like that. Oh, here's what I did for Seth to revamp him, but that didn't really work. I don't really like, he looks too girly. He's not too great, but I don't have a better picture of West Wing. I'm sorry. But West Wing doesn't look like this. He looks much better, much more fine. Way better. He's West Wing, but he also goes by West. And I just really wanted to have a spread of him to try to make him, again, make my sketchbook look more aesthetic, and this is how I thought I could accomplish it. I don't know if I accomplished it very well. I don't think red was the right color to use for the background, but it's alcohol ink. Once it's on there, you can't give up. And to be honest, I actually dropped a pencil on accident. This is actually his eye color, and so I dropped the marker onto this white thing, and I was stuck with the color. I had to put it on there. So yeah, moving on. Okay, this is Aaron, Generation 2 revamp. He goes through a lot of hairstyles, guys. And again, this is where my style is changing again. It changes quite a few times throughout the sketchbook. I mean, my style is actually ever changing, but is what it is. I absolutely love this drawing. He is so cute, and I love how I did the hair. And yeah, he's just adorable. I love him. He's so pretty. Moving on. This is like my main 4, although this is like my main 2, and these are like the second 2 that are most important to me. So we got West Wing, Onyx, Aaron, and Hunter. Hunter went through a major revamp, guys. He looks like Cat Noir from Miraculous. Oh, yeah, I guess I can kind of see that. He wasn't inspired by that, though, but I can see that. I need to draw Cat Noir, actually. You're reminding me. I absolutely love Cat Noir. I should put that in here. But yeah, this is... Okay, so wait, let me show you something. You see how thin this is? Do you see how, like, far away we are from the cover? This was starting in April, and here we are in September. That's how much craziness happened in college. Like, I was booked for a while. But yeah, so Hunter and Aaron are like besties, but I don't draw them nearly as much as I do West Wing and Onyx. Like, these two I draw a lot because they're my absolute favorite. West Wing was taken underneath Onyx's wing, and Onyx is a mafia leader, and he took West Wing under his wing because West Wing reminds him a lot of his little brother that he lost. Aaron and Hunter, they're not related, but you would think that they're brothers from how awful they treat one another because of the sibling rivalry that they give. But also with this that I liked was that I tried to draw, like, if they were writing their signature, what it would look like. And I specifically really like Hunter's. West Wing is not a cursive person. I don't know why he attempted cursive, but that's not him. And then Onyx, that's also not what he would really look like. But yeah. Onyx also kind of went mafia equals mafia so forsaken. I don't know what that means, but okay. Hello, Shinobu C4I. Yeah, Onyx went through an update. He has a bit more tattoos and better colored jewelry. But this is where I really started liking Onyx's design. And so you're gonna see just a little bit more in here. My love for Onyx. Again, this is because alcohol bleeds. That's why I put pieces on the back. So this is another piece that I did when I did my mini series on Instagram of drawing my followers' favorite animals. This is a hyena. So yeah, I actually drew this for another fellow artist on Instagram that I follow, and she follows me. So yeah, yeah, I drew a hyena. This was actually the first drawing of that series, I think. And it's okay. A couple people definitely was like, oh, that's 100% a hyena. But I think I need to make the hyena more mean for it to look like a hyena. Like, I don't know what's happening here, but bro got hit by a rock or something, and his head going like this, and I don't like that. These are the great-eared nightjar, and I kept seeing these all over Instagram, and I think they're just the most adorable animals. I know nothing about them, but they're so cute. They're a bird that can look like a dragon. This does a horrible justice of, you know, how the cuteness, okay? Oh my gosh, they're so cute. This is a horrible justice in showing just how cute and adorable they are. If you don't know what they actually look like, I highly recommend you look them up. But again, when I started doing this series in particular, I started trying to become more confident in my lines. And so with this, I wasn't actually even using pencil to like sketch. I was using one of my Copic markers that was very light and then just doing the general shapes. And then using Ohuhu and Copic mixed together to start putting down the placement, and then using Prismacolor to finish it off. So really trying to push myself to be more confident in my lines and more confident in my colors. Like if you see here, there's some purple and blue mixed in. There's some blue mixed in here. Like I'm pretending I know about color theory, guys. I 100% don't. Like I'm trying to go back here. Like there's a lot of yellow in this elephant. There's some purple in the antelope. So yeah, I was just trying to, you know, make it look aesthetic on a small piece of paper and then just become more confident in my lines. I really like drawing these animals. I don't think animals fit into my style, but I was trying to push myself to do something better, and that's how I started doing it. This was, again, these are also, again, drawings I did of drawing my followers' favorite animals. We have the panda, of course, which I at first absolutely hated this panda, but I've actually grown to love it a lot. He's absolutely adorable. I really like this so much. I especially love the eyes. There's a lot of blue and gray and a hint of purple in this drawing. But I think this is actually like the last drawing I did for this series, but he's just so fluffy, and I just want to like reach into the page and like pet his fluffy little head and like pat him on the head because he's just so fluffy. I love him. This was for one of my followers and one of my friends, actually. The eyes I love the absolute most, because it kind of looks like it's the actual reflection. And even though I think I drew this dude way too fluffy, it is one of my favorites because of how I incorporated marker and marker and pencil and texture all in one. I think I did a very good job blending it all together, although his forehead is just a little big, like 5.0, hello, or 0.5, sorry. I'm tired, guys, my brain's not working. Moving on, we have another, no, this was the last one I did. No, was it? I think this was the last one I did. Okay, regardless, these 3 animals are the last of the 3 that I did for the drawing my followers' favorite animals on Instagram. So we have a penguin, we have a armadillo, and we have a marten, I think it's called. Don't come at me, I'm sorry if it's not Martin, but the person who asked for it knows what it is, and I forget what it is. But with these specifically, I tried getting more into the texture sense of it, and with this one I was getting more confident with my lines, and then this one I focused more on texture. It's a marten. Oh, the person is in here, hello. It's a marten, not a Martin, it's a marten. Sorry. Yeah, so I tried focus on making this one more fluffy, this one being more confident in my lines, and this one building on texture. Like, this was just literally dots, guys. Literally dots and some shading. It's not very, you know, special, but it looks cool from a distance. And then this one has a lot of hatching and details, like in the background even. And then this one, like, there's just like a lot of the perfect shading and very minimal details make them look very fluffy and not chaotic. There is a drawing behind this, but I don't know if people are going to find it offensive, so I hid it behind a bookmark. Okay, so this back behind here is West Wing, but for the sake of pleasing the audience, I'm not going to show you what's behind here. But I did want to show you guys how cool this bookmark is, because I kind of want to draw a character inspired by this flower, even though I have no idea what this flower is. This is also onyx. As you can see, there's a little, like, telling you that there's West behind here, and there's a little onyx name. But this is a sticker that I got from college. Again, there's a lot of bleed through from the red panda behind here, so I was trying to cover up as much as possible. And then this is another sticker that I made. I don't like it very much because I draw much better eyes, but I was very bored and decided to do that. So yeah, doodling as premium. Okay, this is where we locked in, guys. This is where we locked in. And I'm also getting to the end of my doodles on this sketchbook. But this is Onyx. Onyx, this is like his last, like, what do you call it? Last updated design. I'm very happy with his design, and I don't plan on changing it, except for making his tattoos more defined, and 100% this is Onyx's tattoo. This was the first sketch I did, and that's when I realized that I wanted the whole spreadsheet to be here. We got a little chibi of Onyx that I absolutely love. He is so freaking adorable. To the person who asked, do I have any tips on how to find my art style? I'm still trying to find my style of a chibi. I cannot draw chibis very well to save my life, and it is driving me insane. So we're in this together. We're still trying to find our styles together. Don't worry. This was before I watched Demon Slayer, how I thought I wanted Onyx to look. And then, because here's, you know, January 11th, and then between January 11th and January 18th, I was watching Demon Slayer, and then these 2 are after Demon Slayer. So the hair definitely is improved, the tattoo is improved, and his overall face structure is improved. Onyx is also the only character I have that has this unique nose shape. Everybody else has the very cut and dry, copy, cookie cutter, and paste nose. And I absolutely love that about Onyx. It gives him so much more character. All of this is tattoo. It goes from down to his shoulder to his, all the way down to his back. And I just wanted to give him more of an edge since he's a mafia leader. When I draw chibis, he doesn't have the... he doesn't have tattoos when I draw him in chibi because there's just so little space that I can't do that. So, but yeah, drawing a little Onyx. I did this on my first live stream. I really did not know what I was doing on my first live stream, and the setup was absolutely horrible. It's not anything like I have now. So that made it look, the drawing look really, really weird. So I'm not happy with this drawing at all, but I made up for it with these two drawings. Like, this is my favorite doodle of him of all time. Like, I absolutely love this. And then moving on. Oh, we have Rengoku. I love Rengoku. He is my absolute favorite. I actually printed off a digital drawing that I did of Tanjiro, and I had him here, but I just recently updated my wall art in my bedroom, and so I took that off, and I had writing here saying like it was Tanjiro, and so I instead put stickers here instead, and they're pretty cool stickers. Like, they have neat little sayings, and I plan on taking these little designs and modifying them into my own little creatures, to maybe incorporate into my sketchbook some more, because they're just so cute and adorable. Oh, I'm so glad you guys like my drawings. Well, these aren't my drawings, but I'm so glad you like my drawings and my art style. So yeah. If anybody doesn't know who Rengoku is, basically he's this super powerful guy, and he loves food, and he's super passionate about fighting and fights demons. He looks way better than this. Okay, this is my first time drawing Rengoku. He looks way better than this, I promise you. This does no justice to how fine of an anime man Rengoku is. I absolutely love him. And then these are sticky notes that I drew. Yashigami is from a completely different world of mine. He has nothing to do with my main four. But this is Hunter. For some reason, he looks like he is drunk, and I don't know why. But yeah, these two are from completely two different worlds. But I purposely put them here, not because, you know, the graphite leaked through the page, but because I don't want to rub the graphite. Like, I'm so happy with this drawing, specifically the chibi, that I don't want to draw on this page and ruin the drawing. Like, that's the same reason why I didn't draw. Oh no, there's a fingerprint. Do you see that? I have to erase that. Hold. Technical problems. Oh my word, where did that come from? Was that there the whole time? No, it came from my finger. I think I have graphite on my finger. Oh, I have graphite on my other finger too. Crap, am I putting smudges in there? No. Oh no, there's fingerprints all over. I have to fix this. Guys, stand by. Stand by. Emergency. This is really bad. My Goku's in danger. Good grief. Yeah, there's fingerprints all over the place. Oh my word. Oh no. This is so bad. Okay, anyways. Oh my word, there's so many. I need to stop touching the paper. That's just my problem. I'm not gonna touch the paper anymore. I'm gonna just touch the edges. But yeah. That's why I didn't draw Rengoku on this side of the page, because it started rubbing off into the other pages I had of Onyx. Like, all of this, I don't know if you can even see it, but there's a lot of rubbing graphite that came from his hair. So that's why I'm not drawing on this side of the page, and why I originally had my Tanjiro drawing. So yeah, for the same reason of keeping these as pristine as I can, now with new fingerprints, I put sticky notes on here. And yeah, so, you know, I think last year, because let me see. Really, here is where 2026 began, or like when I really got into drawing was late 2025, after I graduated college, and 2026 is when I locked in. But in 2024 and 25, I really focused on trying to be more confident in my lines, and I think I accomplished that. And I also drew my OCs more. So there's a lot more OC art inside this drawing. It's not just, you know, random techniques that I put in my sketchbook all the time. It's more OCs and more designs and some doodles, but it's me being more serious, like the lock-in era of my art. But yeah, that's all I have so far in this book, and I'm really trying to finish it. Like, I'm only this far in my book, and I have this much left. I only have very little left in the sketchbook before I finish it, and I'm trying really hard to finish it before April. But yeah, I figured I would give you guys kind of like where I am in the middle, because actually, I think the middle was with Rengoku. Yeah, this was the middle of the book. Rengoku was kind of like the middle of the book, so I gotta still lock in. Oh, there's a random little hair from my cat. He loves my art too, guys. My cat is one of my #1 fans. His favorite character is West Wing. But, yeah. I'm gonna show you guys some of the other art that I have that isn't in the sketchbook that I've still been doing, though. So we're gonna put this aside just real quick, because I kind of want to stream for an hour. I'm only at 45 minutes, it seems. So let's just keep yapping, I guess, and I'll just show you some more art. This was a drawing that I did yesterday. It's Rengoku. I did this on Okuku markers. This is probably the best example of me showing you that I'm confident in my lines and color skills now. So yeah. Let me see what other drawings I have. I also have my characters. Wait, let me move the light so it's not glare. Good grief, I'm sorry, guys. This is also, you're seeing some of my face, but I don't think you can see a lot. I'm sorry. This is Onyx and West Wing. You can see this on my my Instagram, I think. It's Mercedes Blue 05 on my Instagram. But this is West Wing and Onyx at their like prime. I absolutely love these guys. They are my favorite. This just shows like their relationship to a 100% what it is. Whoops, I almost dropped that whole thing. That could have been bad. Man, I don't think I can go to a whole hour. I don't think I have anything else to show you guys for my art. I'm thinking. Like, I guess I maybe could doodle in my on my desk. I can't doodle on my desk. It's freaking made out of glass. I could probably wait. I need to see this sketchbook because I don't want to like. Let me just show you like the before and after, because this was my 2024. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, this is my 2024, right? And it's 2026. So I'm going to show you the talent that I have, not talent, that's a really strong word, the practice that I have put in to get to where I am now of 2024 and 2026. So basically, this was what my spreadsheets used to look like. They're not very detailed at all. You can tell I'm not very confident in my lines at all because there's just a whole bunch of scribbles and barely any detail. But I tried. Look how horrible that profile is. Oh my word. What is the skull freaking anatomy here? Like, I'm kind of concerned about her head anatomy, guys. Especially here. Like, what in the world is happening? Why does she look like a grape? What the heck? She looks a little bit more mature in this picture, which I kind of like. But her lines, not her lines, her legs have got to be like 5 feet tall, man. Like, that is where her height is. That's just insane. Let me see. I gotta take this off because I don't know if this has any personal information in it. Okay, this is my OC Franklin. Based on the Rengoku drawing that I just showed you, that is absolutely nothing compared to this. And that's to show you that, you know, practice and being confident in my lines. Because if you look at this, the hand is absolutely horrible. Like, why do we got sausage fingers? What is this? Like, what? This is not a hand. These are scribbles with some flesh color. And the eyes are not very good either. I've definitely gone better at the eyes. His mouth is kind of weird. But you can just see that I was not confident in my lines at all. And I was kind of avoiding, you know, going into detail. Just going the bare minimum to tell you, like, this is Franklin. But where now my characters is, like, way better. Like with, again, there's my picture of Onyx. With Onyx, I'm not afraid to put in, like, the details into his jaw more, his earrings, his piercings, his scar, all the little shading details, the little scuff up on his nose, where it's just so much better now. Or, like, here's another drawing of Franklin, another little doodle, and this is so much better now. So, you know, it just takes a lot of practice to get there. Gotta move it again because I haven't been in the sketchbook in a minute. Oh, we got loose paper. Struggling. Oh, I found my Among Us art, guys. I can show you my Among Us art. I did this for Inktober of 2024. And I don't remember what the prompt was. I did not stick to an actual prompt. Me and another artist made our own prompt, okay? And let's see, what was day 22? Day 22 was... Oh, this is actually supposed to be 23. Hold up. Did I mess up? 23? Okay, 22... Day 22 was supposed to be break, but this is not break. This is something else. But this is a little Among Us bean. Yeah, a little Among Us. I don't know what's going on with his leg. I think it broke. Maybe that's why the Reaper's coming after him, because his leg broke and he is already dead. Like he broke some very important artery and he is dead, and that's why the Reaper's coming to get him. But I have another Inktober in here somewhere. Where are you? Of Among Us. Oh, here you are. If only I had the determination to do comics, guys, I would totally do comics, but I just don't, and this is probably the most you're gonna get on me of comics Among Us beans. So basically, you have this graveyard of beans, right? And then you have this ghost bean who is chasing this alive bean who is literally just giving flowers to all the other players that died in the game. And this ghost is just trying to haunt him for absolutely no reason. Also, I have no idea what kind of flower that is. Kind of looks kind of scary, but, you know, whatever. Oh, what else do I want to show you? Oh, this is probably my favorite Among Us art. I love this piece. Okay, it's kind of morbid, but I absolutely love it because it's just so funny to me. Like, you have itty bitty dude has no idea what's going on behind the scenes. Like, oh my gosh, I absolutely love this. I would like to maybe remake this piece, but I don't know, man. I love this. Inktober, you know, you're supposed to do a lot of stuff in ink, and I think I accomplished that. This is freaky and accurate about my life. But yeah, in Inktober, you're supposed to, like, really just use ink, and so I had to do more with hatching and not really line placement. The hatching is kind of a way to, what's the word? Hatching is a way to get the easy way out when it comes to learning to be confident with your lines. And, you know, I obviously did not put a ton of thought into the detail work and everything, but doing Inktober, working a lot with hatching, helped me get where I am now in 2026 with my art, because I'm much better at the shading and hatching with all that, because it actually really is a really hard technique to, like, hammer down. You really have to know, like, where the lines are going and how heavy those lines are going to be. And so learning how to do that from 2024 gave me a boost. So maybe that's another tip for anybody who wants to like find their style. Learn the foundation first. Like just learn like quick tips like hatching, cell shading, um light and how it reacts in shadows, textures, anything like that. But yeah, doing the hatching 100% this entire Inktober that I did in 2024 helped a lot with my present art. Let me try to flip through. Guys, look at this abomination of Goku. How dare I draw him like this? He does not look like this. This is so bad. Akira Toriyama would be extremely disappointed. Like, are we kidding? Can we just acknowledge once again that, you know, here's Dragon Ball Z, and I absolutely love Goku, but then here's Rengoku. Like, hello? Can you tell when I locked in, guys? When did I lock in? When was my year? Is this my year for art? Did I lock in? Good grief. Goku looks like a potato, but Rengoku is like a fire Hashira. Like, beat that. I don't think there's anything else in the sketchbook that's like worth showing. Except, no. I draw my character Blancs. I need to draw him more this year in my sketchbook. Because, you know, in my sketchbook, I want to draw my OCs more. But I haven't. That's probably what I'm going to do in my next live, is draw something for you guys. So, like, just, you know, draw with me session. And I'll try to draw characters I don't draw that much. Like Hunter, Aaron, and Bronx. Because those three characters I really like. Because honestly, in the sketchbook, there's more West Wing and Onyx than anything. Like, there's really no Aaron or Hunter, unfortunately. Like, this is Aaron, and this is Aaron, but that's really all the Aaron that's in here. This is really all the Hunter that's in there. It's really, you know, disappointing for me to abandon my children like that. So I need to fix that. So, yeah, maybe I need to take a break from Onyx and West Wing. It's gonna be really sad, but I think I might have to. But, yeah. Do you guys have a favorite drawing in my sketchbook? Because I can tell you right now, my favorite drawing... Like, I'm gonna flip through this again for you guys, and you guys tell me what your favorite drawing is, okay? You guys tell me what your favorite drawing is. It can't be the butterfly, because that's not a drawing. And it can't be these, because this isn't a drawing. You have to choose an actual drawing. So you got an antelope, an elephant. You got this character, Maribel. Got some doodles, a little bean. You can't choose the skull, okay? That's so simple. You cannot choose a skull. You got Bronx. We got one of these four guys. We got some texture going on. You can't choose one of these. Don't choose one of these. That's not really a drawing. That's an assignment. And I did not find joy in these assignments, so you can't choose those. We got Jinx's Tinkerbell. We got Mercedes and Onyx.